Yo, welcome back to another episode of Superhero Swag. And today, man, I just gotta let y'all know, man, I have been, as you know, if you watch this channel, I am a huge Marvel Legends fan. So, of course, most of the action figures that I have reviewed on this channel have been Marvel Legends. However, in my travels and down this journey of being an action figure reviewer and having the channel 16 TV and doing the Superhero Swag show, with all of those things combined, I have of course had to expand my collection to G.I. Joe Classified series, because of course if you have a bunch of superheroes running around, you're trying to do a story, everybody can't run around in superhero gear. So what you end up doing is you end up having normal people running around. So when you need normal people running around, that's when you run into cats like Doc. That's when you run into cats like Doc. Alright, let's put him back there so you can see. Now, the thing about this review, I'm going to let you know, I'm going to review like 3 different G.I. Joe figures because I got a bunch of them in doing these shorts. I've been doing the short series. I know y'all have been already peeping that out. I got the Moon Knight series going, Daredevil, Sewer Dwelling Avengers, Meanwhile in Outer Space, X-Men. It's a bunch of stuff I got going on. I got Iron Man coming up, Project Patriot, a Shield series. So, of course, I had to get normal people. And when I got normal people, I said, okay, let me grab a medic because I'm about to get an ambulance and get more vehicles for the universe. We've only got 3 vehicles, 2 construction vehicles, and a police car. So this is Doc, G.I. Joe Classified series, number 122. And he is the medic. Now you're gonna probably see him in the Moon Knight series because there's a whole storyline going on with that. And the first thing I want to do before I even start the review is I want to sing the praises of the G.I. Joe Classified series team over there at Hasbro. Man, these G.I. Joe Classified series figures are so detailed, and the articulation is right on point. They are 6-inch scale, just like my Marvel Legends, so everybody's the same size. I'm looking at you, Todd McFarlane, with those 7-inch giants. Yeah, but man, these boys are something else, man. I mean, these boys, with all the equipment that they come with, like he's got the flare gun, right? Okay, he's got the flare gun. Of course, he can actually store the flare gun on his person. Okay, the flare gun goes into goes into the holster and can be stored on the figure. All right, now also I want y'all to check this out. All of these little packets can be removed from the figure for a different look, and you can place them on the figure in whatever combination you would like. And I am just in love with the fact that you can do all of this and get these different looks. Look at this. These different looks, of course, it's on camera, it's going to be more difficult, but these different looks here, boom, just like in real life. The helmet comes off. These things can come off of the figures. I'm not sure if this vest can come off. It probably can, but it's probably a trip to get back on if I was to take it off. But these figures are highly articulated, double inch or double jointed knees, double jointed elbows, pinless, detail. Look at the face sculpt. A little salt and pepper going on the sides. The only thing is, you know, he's got drop down hips, he's got the swivel, he's got the ab crunch. All of the articulation that I like is on this figure. believe he's got, yep, he's got the front facing pin for rocker on the feet. All of the articulation that you would find on a Marvel Legend is pretty much on the G.I. Joe Classified. Now, the thing that's messed up about this review is I've been grabbing a bunch of figures and not doing reviews, and I'm paying for it because I've got this guy, which is Sergeant Slaughter, and Sergeant Slaughter's signature hat is missing. I don't know. I've got so much stuff going on here. I have no idea where Sergeant Slaughter's hat is. Wait a minute. Let's see. But you know what? I thought this was awesome. Look at this, man. Look at that. The Sergeant Slaughter, the Marauders, you know, Sergeant Slaughter, Mad Marauder Sergeant Slaughter comes with an action figure of himself. I thought that was a nice touch. I thought that was pretty cool. And now actually remembering that he comes with this full USA bag, which is awesome, and of course detailed. And then inside the bag, which is what I should have remembered, is I told y'all I forgot the hat, or I couldn't find the hat. The hat was in the bag where you would keep it if you were a normal person. This is what I'm talking about the G.I. Joe Classified series, and that I have found a new love as far as these action figures. Now, I'm going to have to stick with my boy Dro's beef on the no Dragonfly flying, because the Dragonfly, it's going to take up a lot of real estate, and I'm more of a superhero guy, so eventually maybe I'll get a helicopter in the universe, but right now the G.I. Joe figures are basically just normal people in my superhero universe. So Sergeant Slaughter is definitely one of my favorite characters from the G.I. Joe cartoon back in the day. This isn't classic Sergeant Slaughter. One of my boys, Eric, was talking to me the other day about, do you got classic Sergeant? No, I don't have classic Sergeant Slaughter. But this Sergeant Slaughter comes with two 90-pound dumbbells. He comes with his hat that is removable. Okay, so you can get those two different looks from Sergeant Slaughter. The whistle comes off. The whistle comes off. And of course, they were not scared to mess up the aesthetic. They made sure that they were worried about articulation and playability in the figure, and not, you know, hiding behind, oh, I'm going to give you a figure that's a damn statue. But I was worried about the aesthetic. I'm looking at you, Hasbro, and my favorite Rogue that y'all completely shit the bed on. But yeah, so yeah, he comes with these two 90-pound weights, which are dope. I'm of course going to use those 90-pound weights for other, you know, strong superhero characters. I'm probably going to do something with She-Hulk lifting these weights. And then of course he also has the glasses, and boom. Now this is just, you know, me putting them on there real quick, but check him out. Yeah, so he's got that. He's got his hat. That's what I'm digging about the G.I. Joe Classified series, is the accessories and the fact that you can actually remove the hats. Now look at the size difference. Look at how he just towers over that boy. Look at that. He towers over Doc. But I mean, Sergeant Slaughter's a big guy, you know. He was also a wrestler at one point. So yeah, that works. Now another figure that I got, because I'm only going to do 3 of these figures in this review so I can spread out the reviews, is Bazooka. Now Bazooka's another big boy. Let's pull him to the front. Blam! And jump down in the comments, somebody, and let me know what is going on with this number 14. I might actually Google it after the review. I need to know what's going on with this number 14. Is this a Denver 14? Or is this a Chicago Bears 14? Right, what's going on with that? But this guy right here, let's move Doc over here to the back. And then we will break out, because I didn't break out. We will break out Sergeant Slaughter's box over here. And also, Sergeant Slaughter, man, Sergeant Slaughter comes with a set of boxing gloves too. I'm glad I spun that box around. He comes with a set of boxing gloves, so his hands are removable, and he's got, like, you know, the same color that's in his shirt is in the boxing gloves. He's got some blue boxing gloves, so he can piece somebody up, you know, which is, you know, that's a nice touch as well. G.I. Joe is doing their thing, man. I had to get him their flowers on this review because I'm going to definitely be collecting more G.I. Joe classified action figures because, bro, they are lit. They are lit, bro. They are lit. Come on, man. This dude has an action figure of himself, bro. Like, that's crazy. That's like photo opportunities all over the place. I can use this in more than just, you know, my G.I. Joe stuff. But getting back to Bazooka. Bazooka, of course, has you know what I mean? And then on his backpack, each of these actually come. Look at that, bro. Come on, man. Stop it. Each of them actually come out, and you can put them inside the actual gun, actual bazooka, man. It's so dope. Also, yeah, I know this review is all over the place, but Doc is a medic and has, yes, the stretcher for cats that get injured with the peg in the back so the figure doesn't move. Yes. And it's also a peg in the back because if you want to, you can store that on the figure. See, that's the one staple that the G.I. Joe Classified series has that has pulled me in, is the fact that, look at that. You can get those different looks. He can put his helmet on. He can take his helmet off. You know what I mean? He's got the bazooka. This right here was for Sergeant Slaughter as well. Like I told you, this review is all over the place. This is the baton. I mean, they just give you accessories. They flood you with accessories. All of the accessories, or most of the accessories, can be stored on the figures. G.I. Joe Classified is definitely my new favorite line right now. I'm always going to stick to Marvel Legends. That's going to be the top forever. But strong number 2, bro. Strong number 2. You definitely see more G.I. Joe Classified on the channel. So today we've got Bazooka. And as I said, bro, look at that. Look at that. Double jointed, pinless elbows. Double jointed, pinless knees. Helmet comes off. You can look up that far. Look down that far. You got the upper bicep swivel. I mean, this guy he's got butterfly joints, bro. Like, he's fully articulated. And that's the only type of figure that I will get from now on. And I'm going to show you why. He's even got drop down hips I'm seeing as I'm moving him around, bro. He's even got the drop down hips. So G.I. Joe Classified is definitely somebody that I have been sleeping on, but I am awake now. And you will definitely see more G.I. Joe Classified on the channel. And as you see, this belt is a moving piece, so it does not hinder the articulation at all. Not at all. There he goes. And boom. He's got his bazookas on his back. Big, hefty, husky dude. Sergeant Slaughter, Bazooka, and Doc, the medic. Man, they are really killing it with the articulation, the detail, the paint work, the articulation. I'm just really, like, I'm taken aback right now by G.I. Joe Classified series. I had a couple of figures, and of course I was planning on getting more classic figures. You know, I have Destro, I have Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes, but now it's time to get Duke, Flint, Dusty, Rakondo. You know, I got to get more G.I. Joes, more of the classic ones. Rock and Roll's on his way out. The Dreadnoughts are out. Cobra Commander, Silverface Cobra Commander. Serpentor, bro, man. After you get done watching this review, go check how much Serpentor and the Chariot are, bro. Pause for dramatic effect. Bro, almost as much. I mean, more than a Sentinel. More, not the HasLab Sentinel, but I mean, I think that boy is like 250 or something like that, man. It's crazy. But yeah, welcome back to another episode of Superhero Swag. I took a break for a minute because I was doing a bunch of shorts trying to bring people to the channel. Thank you, 509. 511. 511 subscribers right now. And I appreciate all of you watching and subscribing. We are definitely going to be dropping more content, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. I got to learn how to talk this morning. And until next time, peace.